Well, plenty of character to come from behind again, Nigel. Will be very, very pleased with that.
Very much so. I thought we started the game ever so well, though. The first 20 minutes until they scored, I thought we were on the front foot. Our defensive shape and our aggression to go and press was really good. Against a side who want to play out from the back, you could see that. They were persistent in what they were doing, and we forced so many errors from them. And again, on another day, we maybe could have got ourselves an opportunity to go and score some goals, some real good defensive shape that we've been working on a lot, and great credit to the players for that. Obviously, the goal changed the complexion of the game. They won't score after 20, 23 minutes or whatever it all is. And it gives them something then to sit back. Obviously, we would have liked them to have been a little bit more expansive because we could see the threats we'd had. And then for me, the game was probably a bit too slow for the rest of the first half. But great credit to the players. We've got that resolve about ourselves. We know we can go and win games of football. And I thought we were superb second half. Come out, gone scored. I thought Josh Hawkes coming on with 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥 inside, and Josh Hawkes coming on could have scored 2 straight away. And obviously from a set piece, we knew we could be a threat at set pieces, and captain Tom Davies has gone and scored. So from my point of view, a real good performance today, and it puts everybody in a good mood going into Christmas.
Equaliser came when Connor stole the ball off one of the defenders, didn't he, and had a shot, and then the ball rebounded, and eventually Kieran Morris, puts it away, and that's what you need, that aggression, don't you, when you're closing defenders down?
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about for a long time now. Compact shape, to be aggressive, to press aggressively as a team. And again, sometimes when we've got a lot of ball and it's slow and laborious, I don't like that. So sometimes it's better to get the ball forward and get after teams, and without being stupid, because sometimes you can get yourself all over the place. But the lads, and again, highlighting Conor Jennings, what a man, what a football player, leads by example, and again, winning the football for us, and Kieran Morris scoring again, really, really good. I was really pleased with the commitment to the players. Again, it's been a challenging week in so many different ways. But we've got a team, we've got a team spirit, we've got an organisation, we've got a structure. And from my point of view, we've been on a good run of form and picking points up.
One apiece, and Luke McGee did make one really good save from 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥𝗧, didn't he?
It was. He's always a threat, isn't he? He's played at the top level, and we could see that. That's why I took Leo Connor off towards the end and put Joe Yarny in, who's done really well, because he got a couple of crosses in from the right-hand side, and defending the far post was always going to be a threat. So I just thought put a bigger player in there just to see that, because we did have the advantage of the goals. So and Joe's done really well in that position.
One apiece, as you say, and then the second goal comes. I mean, again, you move 𝗬𝗢𝗣𝗥 and the ball breaks for big Tom Davies. And normally, big centre half, you expect to get a headed goal, but that was quite a clinical finish for him, wasn't it?
It was a great finish from him. What about his pass in the first half out to 𝗬𝗢𝗣𝗥, we just mentioned there, where he drilled that diagonal ball. I love things like that. Love seeing it. It's exciting to watch. But as you said, moving 𝗬𝗢𝗣𝗥 just in behind with Conor Jennings, he's a flair player. Because they had a lot of players banked up, it was obviously going to be a bit challenged to break them down. So putting Josh Hawkes on one side, Kieran Morris on the other side, fullbacks to get forward as much as possible, and maybe 𝗬𝗢𝗣𝗥, I think he's been exceptional for us while he's been here. He's just got that bit of flair and that bit of magic, and he can upset teams, and just being in and around it. And again, with Josh Hawkes coming on, there's a nice little bit of interplay. Josh could have scored 2. Keeper probably pulled off 4 or 5 really good saves in a spell of football there.
You mentioned 𝗬𝗢𝗣𝗥. Have you had any words with Blackpool yet? I know we're heading past the end of December.
No, it's good you ask. Obviously, we've had many conversations. Obviously, we want him to stay. He wants to stay. And obviously, there's a bit of business to be done behind the scenes. And we'll just have to see what happens. He can't go anywhere else. He stays with us, or he goes back and sits in the stand at Blackpool.
Good news for the Tranmere fans, I'm sure. Important victory, up to 18th now. I know you don't look at the league table too much, but you're amongst a lot of other clubs now, 8 points clear of the bottom 2. You're going in the right direction.
We are going in the right direction, but we're going in a consistent run of form. Every day we talk about behaviours, attitudes and behaviours on a consistent basis, doing the right things. And again, that will build up, and we've got an understanding of how we want to go and play. Players are all there, they're familiar with each other, whether you're starting in the team or you're not. We do a lot of work on the training ground. There's a structure, there's an organisation, and it's about being consistent. And as I said from the outset, you'll just find me being consistent, and the players are coming in, consistent behaviours, we're getting consistent performances, and we've got resilience about ourselves. I said that's twice now. We've gone behind and we've come back. So we know we can do it. Now what we've got to go and do, go one away from that.
Well, that's going to be the next question, because now it's Salford, isn't it, on Boxing Day?
Yeah.
I mean, I've looked at their stats, and they've only won 2 at home all season, so they're under a little bit of pressure, and you'll go there full of confidence.
Well, yeah, listen, we will look at that. Like ourselves, they'll probably have challenges from injuries and illnesses going into the game. It's a tough run of fixtures for every team now, every club. From our point of view, we'll obviously take stock of everybody now. We'll make sure we do the right preparation. We've got some real good medical sports science here. We talk about nutrition, our recovery process that we've got. And obviously, Christmas Day, back in, get ourselves ready for Salford.
And are you surprised to see a club like Salford, scrapping near the bottom of the table, given the investment they've got?
This is a tough division. I've said it from the outset. I've been really impressed with the way teams play and perform. And this is a good footballing side we've just beat today. They play really good football, playing out from the back. And again, from my point of view, that first 20 minutes, I thought our defensive revolve and our shape was excellent. Things we've got and worked on to force the issue from then. And I thought it was really good. Because to say, sometimes you start chasing individually and you get picked off. But we were a solid, compact shape, and we were a team. I think that's the most important thing. Together, everyone achieves more. And again, when I look at the reaction of the fans, the fans were brilliant. Fans were with us. It's an atmosphere. It's what we want. We'll all get frustrated if we're not winning, but likewise, I know I've got a team of players who are grafting. I've got a team of staff who are grafting. The 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥 Rovers, and everyone's having a right good go for each other.
And all the things you've explained, though, are they the key to getting that first away league win?
Very much so. Getting ourselves ready, it's focused, and it's the next game. Enjoy this moment, get the recovery process right, and then it's we'll do a bit of a debrief. Blue line goes underneath it, and it's all energy, focus. What have we got to go and do to win the next game?
A quick catch up on the injury situation. Christian Dennis missing today.
Big blow. I mean, we look at Christian Dennis. He's going to be out for probably about a month now with a hamstring injury, which he picked up last week. We didn't realise. I've taken him off. Not because he's got a hamstring injury, and he's reported with a real sore hamstring on the Sunday morning, and when we got it scanned, it's an injury that's going to keep him out for the Christmas period. And like same as 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗥, he's picked up a knee injury, which he done great last week. So obviously there was 2 injuries there that we didn't know until they reported on the Sunday. So there's the 2 injuries we've got. We had a little bit of illnesses that everybody's got. I think there's lots of coughs and colds.
Including you.
Including me. I've got my polo neck in to try my thermal vest on to try and keep myself warm. So I say, just highlights everybody, you've got to look after yourselves.
Given those injuries, particularly in the attacking area, is that sort of give us a hint to what you're looking at in terms of the January window?
I think from our point of view, obviously, we're conscious that we've got a large squad of players. So it's not as if we need to bring squad players in. We've got conscious that everyone wants to play. We need that. But obviously to lose a Christian Dennis and a Luke Norris just at this moment in time, that highlights that we're probably a little bit short in that area. There's still a question mark over a 𝗬𝗢𝗡𝗏, although all the indications are that we want him to stay, he wants to stay. We'll just see what happens from the other side of that point of view. Charlie Jolly's he's done well for us, but he needs to go and play. And we look at Harvey Saunders again. He starts the game. What a threat with his super strength of his pace, But we got players coming back in. But yeah, we'd like to help strengthen the group. But likewise, we've got to manage it accordingly because we've got a big group of players. And we'll see what happens over the course of the January period because it is an opportunity. But likewise, we just don't need to bring somebody in just for the sake of doing that. We've got a squad. Whoever comes in needs to be in a position that's actually going to help us win games of football, help us keep moving in the right direction. But likewise, all the players who are here, they want to be part of it. You can tell, you can sense it. So they're all having a good go at the moment. So the last thing I'm going to turn around to do is say, yeah, we're going to get rid of you, we're going to get rid of you, because we need you. And they want to be here and they want to play. So everyone's competing for a place, which is important. But importantly, everybody is the 𝗬𝗬𝗪𝗧 Rovers, and they get it, which is really pleasing.
And you mentioned the importance of the squad, particularly over this busy period you've got as well. I noticed, Chris Merry, Paul Lewis, sort of going through some routines before the start of today's game. Are they getting closer and closer too? Really
pleased. I mean, Chris Merry, love the bones of him. Paul Lewis does really, really well. So I was really pleased that Paul's now had a week's full training with us. And Chris Merry, obviously, both of them have picked up little injuries. But both of them are there. And I keep saying, the lads we're not on the team, your performance on a daily basis in training drives performance of the guys in the team, because the guy in the team knows I've got to perform, because otherwise there's somebody who's just as good as me ready to perform. And if we can get that right, that helps the team go and win, which is important.
Well, a very Merry Christmas to you, Nigel, and a few hot toddies and get yourself ready for Boxing Day.
Yeah, well, Merry Christmas to everybody. Obviously everyone's got a smile on their face now. It's nice to win a game. Our game just going into the Christmas period. We've been on a good run of form. We've responded well from obviously the disappointment of not getting a win. We should have won last week. But from my point of view, really pleased. Everyone's working hard. And so from behalf of myself, the staff who've done brilliant, I must say, and the players, Merry Christmas to the Super White Army.